y'all. We are here for our final meditation in the Rebirth series. So this was a challenge that we started in the beginning of July, and here we are towards the end of July, and a lot has happened. So with each of these meditations, we've been working on the theme of rebirth. And of course, my intention going in was it would be a 7-day experience. And now it has become a multi-week experience because sometimes that's what needs to happen. Sometimes we need to integrate, as we've talked about before. But I was really just thinking about what rebirth symbolizes to me, and what the point of this work is in the moment. Why, other than, of course, meditation and the practice itself, anytime we come together, is healing, is relaxing, is supportive to your mind and your mental health, is supportive to your intuitive development, is supportive to your physical nervous system, and all these really juicy benefits that meditation provides. But I was just thinking about the theme of rebirth, and the point of these specific meditations to me was to really just hold space for anyone who is feeling they are emerging from something. And I know in the moment, this is kind of how we really are collectively all feeling, with the pandemic the last few years, with just so much going on in the collective, with everything going on politically, environmentally, surrounding us. There's all this stress. Everyone's stressed out. Obviously. Even before these last 2 years with the pandemic that has exaggerated everyone's feelings so much that they were already experienced. But just living in this modern society, we are inherently stressed out. We are inherently working harder than our bodies might be designed to, that our nervous systems might be designed to. So I think it's really important for us to have these touchstones in our life, these practices that allow us to feel seen within ourselves, within community space. I'm here, we're still online, but the energy is still here. We're still together. But being able to feel supported, being able to feel safe in your body, feeling able to feel comfortable in your body, even if it's only for this hour or less that we might spend together. But really thinking about coming out of this feeling and being able to live your life no matter what is happening around you, being able to still have some touchstone, some anchor point for yourself where you feel okay, you feel you're feeling good, you're feeling great even would be amazing. That would be the best outcome. But in the moment, if you can just feel safe and stable, and that's the feeling that I want us to hold on to and hopefully bring into other aspects of our day. But thinking about rebirth, what are we birthing into? What have you thought about at all during this challenge or recently, when you're doing these practices? Have you thought about what do you want to give birth to? Where do you want to move into the next phase? The baby has to come out somehow, sometime the pregnancy is done and it's time for you to move on to the next stage. So that is the way it works in our lives too, not just in this literal example that we see when someone, gets pregnant and then has a baby and then becomes a mother. We all have stages in our life. So how do you want to start experiencing your life, enjoying your life, living your life? Where are the parts in your life that you want to rebirth? What have you been thinking about? So just continuing to reflect on that and seeing how now you're going into something different, into a new stage. So how are you going to show up in that stage? What are you wearing? You can think about it literally, but you can also think about it energetically. Like, how do you want to feel if you were given the choice? And then how can you work towards experiencing that more in your life? Finding yourself a practice. If it isn't meditation, anything can be a meditation. So you don't necessarily have to sit down and listen to a guided meditation or even sit down and meditate with your eyes closed. You can do so many other things to touch in with this feeling, this presence. That's the most important part of meditation, is the presence and experiencing what it feels like to be inside your body. So tonight we're going to be doing a sound healing meditation, because I just want us to experience tonight. I want us to really bring all the energy in together that we have been working on the past few weeks. Reflect, have an inward experience, and also just relax and receive. So I'm going to be doing some sound healing, and I'm going to move the camera back so we can have the whole experience. But I'm going to be playing some crystal singing bowls and some lovely chimes. My favorite, the angel chimes, koshi chimes. And we'll start with a little bit of breath work, and then we're just going to go into the sound healing. So you all can just lie down. If you want to pause and get comfortable, I'm just recording this and saving this so you guys can watch later, because the live is not working right now. So we're going to be here for about 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. And I just want us to receive this energy and feel what it feels like to experience stillness for a little while. So yeah, I'm going to move the camera so everyone can just get comfortable. You can close your eyes. I'm just gonna pick this up and hopefully it doesn't sound weird. I don't know if you guys can even see. The bowls. I'm trying to adjust the camera. Okay, well, it's good enough. Your eyes are going to be closed anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So everyone, if you want to sit up first in a cross-legged position or feet flat on the floor, like extended, you can, or just start lying down. And we're going to start with just a few little breath exercises, and then we're going to go into the sound healing and energy healing and juicy goodness. So to begin, I'm going to have everyone just get settled. We're going to close our eyes. And I just invite you to take 3 slow, deep breaths. You're going to inhale through your nose, and you're going to exhale out your mouth. So to begin, we're going to breathe in and exhale out the mouth. Just getting comfortable, adjusting your body if you need to. Inhale and exhale. One more breath, breathing in and breathing out. And however you showed up for these meditations, whether it is this one tonight, or you've done all of them, or maybe just a few, just take some time to say that to yourself, that you're, proud that you showed up. Just give yourself some gratitude for bringing yourself to a practice, for turning inward for a few moments. And just take a minute to set an intention for tonight. If there's any energy that you have been thinking about throughout this challenge that you're wanting to birth into the world, I just ask that you take a few seconds before we go into this sound healing to think about what that is for yourself. Maybe you want to experience a feeling. Maybe you have creative projects or new relationships, work obligations, all these things that you want to create. If you could just take a moment to think about one thing that you want to birth. What would that be? If you could take something from the form of an idea and bringing it into reality, what would that be? We're going to take 5 more breaths. This time we're going to do the opposite. We're going to inhale, and it's going to feel weird and different, but that's okay. We're going to inhale through the mouth, and we're going to exhale out the nose. So 5 breaths together, breathing in through the mouth, and then slowly exhale out the nose. Imagine your breath going all the way down your body. And as you inhale, it's coming all the way up your body. So breathing in, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths at your own pace, breathing in. And exhale. One more breath, breathing in. And exhale. Tonight we're going to go into our sound healing. Just enjoy yourself. Focus on your breath. Just taking slow, deep breaths. Doesn't have to be a particular pattern. Just focus on slowing down. If you want to move your body and stretch while you listen, that is totally awesome and amazing. If you want to get up and dance, do that. Do whatever feels good to you right now. And I really do encourage you guys to do some stretches while you listen, or just lay down, and you can put this on right before bed and drift off. So let us begin. And I just ask to call in this healing energy to support us as we go into this sound healing, and to bring all these vibrations and energy towards you and towards our intentions tonight, individually and collectively, to bring forward this good vibes, presence, unconditional love, support for yourself, like to overcome and move through things, an anchor for yourself to feel safe in your body, an anchor for yourself to feel protected and grounded by your own higher self, your own spirit, your own connection to source, God frequency, love, whatever you want to call that feeling. The ultimate mother. That energy is there to support you if you so choose to connect. It's always with you. So tonight, just relax, and when we're done, I'll call you back. energy that we moved or shifted tonight together, or any energy that is ready to be released. We call now to be released into the light or buried into the earth, to be recycled and renewed to usable energy, no longer yours to hold. So just take a moment while your eyes are still closed. Just take a few deep breaths. We're going to take 3 more breaths here together tonight. Breathing in through your nose and exhale out the mouth. Breathing in and exhale. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. If you can, I just invite you to take a few minutes to reflect on how you're feeling, to journal, maybe take a bath, maybe do some stretches. Just try not to rush back into your day. And if you're listening to this before bed, go to sleep, brush your teeth, wash your face, go to sleep. Thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. That was honestly, I feel so tired now. That was really relaxing for me. So I hope you feel nice and relaxed as well. I pulled out this card deck and I wanted to pull a card for us before we end the challenge. But these are one of my favorite oracle decks. You've probably seen them before if you've followed me for a while. But they're called the Angels and Gemstone cards. So one side gives us a crystal, a gemstone to connect with. And the other side is like an angel, so it basically gives us a nice little affirmation to connect with. These are like the most gentle cards. But I really just wanted to ask, like, if there's an energy as we're moving into this new phase that we discussed about, like moving forward after this challenge, like if there's an energy that would be supportive to us right now, like what should we be focusing on? So as we move out of the challenge, what is our focus? What would be an energy to focus on? So these are the cards. I'm going to shuffle them real quick. And we'll see what we get. And with crystals, like I've said this a million times, but in case you haven't heard, let me say this. With crystals, like if you have the crystal, like that's awesome. If we pull like a specific crystal and you have that stone, like you could work with it, like put it in your pocket, like put it on your altar, put it next to your nightstand, put it in your purse, hold it, meditate with it, put it on your body when you meditate. And there's so many ways to work with crystals if you're actually holding them. But you can also remember, like anything, the crystal is an energy being. Like, let's not get too deep right now, but yeah, crystals are sentient, blah, blah, blah. But, to put it lightly, like crystals are energies. So just like we can connect through the phone and have this conversation, you can also connect with a crystal at a distance. So you could even print up a picture of a crystal and put it on your computer or your phone background, and that would be another way that you could connect with the crystal. You can also connect with the color of the crystal. That's one of my favorite ways to work with like crystal or like color energy, color frequencies, is to wear different colors. So for me, I was really in a carnelian energy phase, like creative phase, working with the sacral chakra for like years. And now I'm moving into like an amethyst third eye energy right now. So it's been interesting because that's reflected in the clothes. And I'm not giving a very good example of it today because I am wearing orange. But for like 3 years, all I wore was like orange. And now I'm in this phase where I'm obsessed with purple and trying to wear as much purple as possible. And it's really reflected upon which crystals I'm drawn to. So that's just a fun little anecdote. But what is our crystal? And if you guys fell asleep during the meditation, that's fine. I'm just playing in the background. I'm always here for your guys' sleep. A lot of people have asked me to do sleep meditations, so we might do that just for fun. Okay, perfect. So our crystal that we are going to think about and reflect upon is citrine, and then our angel is the angel of self-confidence. So when I come up there to turn the camera off, I'll show you up close. So citrine is an amazing crystal. It's sometimes they're like more of a like yellow color, and sometimes they're more super pale, almost like a clear quartz. They are like a form of quartz. And citrine, a lot of people associate it with like money and abundance and like tangible things that are coming into your life, like new opportunities, and a lot of people associate it with money. So people will say like put a citrine crystal in your wallet to like connect with getting more dollars in your bank account. So that's kind of a fun thing. But citrine is like a lot about like self-confidence and self-worth. So it's interesting that is like the way they connected with it in this deck. So if you're looking to work with the citrine crystal, again, you can like buy this crystal, but I don't encourage people to buy things that they don't need necessarily. So you could always connect with the crystal through an image. So citrine, it's one of my favorite crystals. I have some like everywhere. It's really powerful and it's a beautiful stone. But yeah, on these decks, it gives us a few questions to reflect upon. So this is kind of the energy that we're reflecting upon, like what we're moving towards. So we want to move towards that feeling of self-worth, self-confidence, to be able to follow through on the things that we are wanting to birth into the world and create the ideas that we have, like being able to follow through on them and feel good about doing it, feel worthy, and all the positive things. So citrine is asking us, are you lacking confidence? What do you find difficult to accept about yourself? So think about like what are the things that you were releasing in this challenge, like the things you were focusing on, letting go, the things that you like are maybe even afraid to look at about yourself. Like it can be really difficult. And it's not like a one-day thing. It's a lifelong thing. And really one of my intentions for this sound bath tonight was really focusing on rebirthing and reconnecting with the authentic self. So like the true self within that maybe you don't feel comfortable showing to others, or you feel like you sometimes do with certain people. Like being able to, even with yourself, be that person, because sometimes even with yourself it's the hardest to not police yourself in the mind and constantly be second guessing yourself even before you make those decisions or conversations externalized. So citrine, it's here for us. Anyway, so acknowledge your magnificence and focus on what you do well to increase your self-esteem. It is safe to be powerful in a loving way. Shine your light to reach your full potential. So that's my suggestion to you from the citrine message. And this is the angel of self-confidence. So with these cards, it gives you an affirmation. So I'll say it for us, and then I'll post this in my stories if you want to connect with the affirmation. So, I am courageous and shine my light brightly for all to see. I am confident in my abilities. I honor and respect myself for who I am and what I can do. I willingly allow others to see my magnificence. So yeah, that's the most important part, is shining your light for others to see. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for doing this meditation with me tonight. I'm going to come over there so I can turn my camera off, but then I'll show you the card before I go. Thank you for meditating with me. Thank you for doing the challenge with me. Thank you for supporting me by supporting yourself and showing up, and please shine your light. I feel it. It's bright. We need it. That's why I'm here doing this. We gotta keep going. Okay? So this is our card, the citrine card. I know it's backwards, but again, I'm gonna post an image of this on my stories. And please comment how this was for you guys, because I wasn't able to do this live, so I like to know how you feel. I like to know what's going on, give me the details. And as always, you can always email me or message me here if you have thoughts and feelings, or if you have questions for me. So until the next challenge. And if you didn't know, I have a podcast, so you can kind of check that out if you need more of me. You can find me there. But yeah, thank you guys. As always, book a session if you want to go deeper one-on-one. I am here for you. If you need me, you know how to reach me. And if you don't, just send me a message. And anyway, thank you guys. This has been really rewarding. It's been so powerful for me. So I hope the same is true for you. And good night. Love you, mean it. Bye-bye, y'all. See you soon.